What up, though? Good evening. Welcome to another episode of Notoriously Opinionated. It's your man, Scrap the Film Guru. What it do? What's happening? What's up? We ain't gonna get to that yet. We gonna get to that. We gonna get to that here in a second. Matter of fact, let's just knock all that. All right. So, hey, if this is your first time tuning in, Notoriously Opinionated, welcome. If you've been rocking with the kid, hey, I've been doing this show for about 4 years now. It don't even seem like that long, probably because I took like a hiatus for a hot second, right? I took a cool little hiatus, because honestly, this show was about to go bye bye. Yeah, I wasn't gonna do it no more. I was getting kind of frustrated, but that's neither here nor there. Let's get to one of the real meat substances of tonight's show, right? One of the real meat substances of tonight's show is the fact that, hold on, what's today's date? Today is the 24th. As of yesterday, it officially became Libra season. Shout out to all my Libras. It officially became Libra season as of yesterday, right? So I figured that I would kind of give y'all a little bit of insight on your local Libra. You know what I'm saying? So that's part of the show tonight. Another part of the show is gonna be me me telling you about, just things going on in the headlines. Things going on with all the MAGA Trumpers favorite deceased person, and how they hate me for talking about it. Like, you should see the comments on my various platforms. Like, they're in all of them. You dig? Like, they're in all of them. I'm talking about TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube especially. Oh, they go ham in YouTube, like, for real. They go all the way live, So we're gonna get in a little bit of that, and then we're gonna get into how English, like the language, is like without question dumb as hell, right? Let's start with Libra season. It's Libra season. I myself am your local Libra, and so let me give you just a smidge on some of the things that are true and some of the misconceptions about your local Libra, right? And ask your local Libra. So here's the first thing I really want to address, because this is one of the misunderstandings when it comes to Libras. People believe erroneously that Libras are these social butterflies. Not really true, right? People have us pegged as extroverts. Not really true. We can absolutely, without question, walk into a room and thrive. We can walk into a crowded room of people we have never laid eyes on in our lives and be cool. Like, we're not socially awkward at all, right? When you flip the switch and you turn us on, we on. We'll start performing. Hey, what's happening? What's up? Yeah. You turn us on, we on. You know what I'm saying? And we can regale you, we can entertain you, we'll charm the hell out of you. And we're not really even doing it on purpose. It's just our nature. So let me say that too. When people say that Libras are charming and Libras are this, Libra, we're not trying to be this. It's just how we are, right? It's just how Libras are. So when we walk in a room, if you engage us as a person or as a group, we cool. You know, like I said, we're not socially awkward at all. We can thrive in a group setting, and you know, run the conversation, add needed input and segments. It doesn't matter. We'll be cool. We're good, right? However, we're not these social butterflies that we're pegged to be. Libras are for real what's called ambiverted. We're not introverts, we're not extroverts. We are cool either way. If you put us in a group, we can thrive. If you leave us the hell alone, we will be okay. Like, the thing about Libras, we like us. We like ourselves. We spend so much time in our heads. We have developed a really good relationship with ourselves. So we don't mind being within us and it just being me and me, myself, and I. We're cool with that. But again, you put us in the group and we cool with that too. Right? So hold up. I've been talking. All right, what's up, little Joe? What it do, Brody? But yeah, so that's one of the major misconceptions about your local Libra, and so we're gonna get into that, and I'm gonna give you a few. I'm gonna give you a few more tidbits, you know, tonight on the Totally Opinionated. Let's go. As I said, Libras, you know, as of September 23rd, it officially became Libra season, you know. So we are in the all right. Now here's so now we're about to go into some you know, astrological type stuff, you know. So we're going into some astrology. All right. So some of us, no, most of us, September Libras. I'm a September Libra. Uh Shout out to all my you know, let's not do that. I'm not about to do that. I'm not about to um separate September Libras and October Libras. Boy, what do you want? I am in the middle of a show. I don't he just wanted to be on TV, I guess. This is say hi, Jude. You just wanted to be on my show, didn't you? Show crasher. Beat it. Beat it, you little show crasher. All right. So get a go away. So what was this dog that made me forget what I was talking about? Uh I'm not about to pay you no attention. So you may as well go ahead and beat it. All right. So uh your I'm for real. For real forgot what I'm trying to hey beat it. Beat it. Go. Come on. There you go. Good boy. Go. There you go. All right. So was I talking about introverted, ambiverted? I don't even remember what I was talking about, but we're gonna pick it up from here. So I was talking about earlier how Libras can be can seem to be extroverted, but for real we ambiverted. Them is facts. But that astrology. So September Libras are coming out of pretty much Virgo, So like a lot of us September Libras are catching like the tail end of Virgo, right? As we're going into Libra. So if you come and you're a September Libra and you're coming within those first 5 days of Libra, you're catching tail ends of Virgo. So you got like sprinkling of Virgo traits like if your birthday is September the 23rd, 24th, 25th, 26th, hold on, I might be outside of Virgo. 24th, 25th, 26th, 27th, you might be catching a little bit of Virgo. You're still whole Libra, but you're catching some Virgo too, right? And most of our main traits, we love harmony, we love beauty, we for real, despite what it looks like when we crash out, despite what it looks like when a Libra crashes out, we are for real peacemakers. Like if we can't, okay, so I know my nickname is Scrap. It's because I can fight. It don't mean I like to, it wasn't a thing to where I quote unquote liked to fight. I was just good at it, but at the same time, myself and other Libras like me, while the crash outs can be legendary, right? 9 times out of 10, a Libra gonna try and talk you out of it first. We gonna try and talk you out of our own crash out. We don't want to crash out on you. We don't even want that part of us to become reality. We want to keep that inside. Like it's a thing inside of Libras that like needs to stay there, because again, people that know me know that one of my, like, I'm a victim blamer, especially when I watch movies. It's like, well, what did they do to Thanos? Why is he trying to snap away half the universe? Even though I get it, I rolled with Thanos in that movie. Do not. I'm gonna tell y'all right now. Come here for a minute. I'm gonna tell you right now. Don't let me get a gauntlet of power, because if I do, snapping half of y'all into Kingdom Come. I promise. It's gonna be fair. It's gonna be balanced. You know what I'm saying? What's good, Solo? What's going on, my dude? I'm telling you though, don't let me get a gauntlet of power. If y'all gonna be like, Scrap, don't because it's fair, it's balanced. It's gonna take people I love and people I can't stand. So, I am okay with that. Anyway, like I said, balance, beauty, harmony, these are things that Libras absolutely love and really don't want to be without, right? So this is kind of your basic Libra traits. All right, now let's get to another common misconception about Libras. Another common misconception about Libras is that we have difficulty making decisions. That's not necessarily accurate. It's not that Libras have a problem making decisions. It's the fact that we have so many things that we need to make decisions about, and we have so many options. Libras don't do good with 31 flavors and stuff. We don't do good with that. You know what I'm saying? That's why a lot of Libras tend to be creatures of habit. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a lot of Libras that are creatures of habit, you know, because it's like we don't need 31 different things that we can choose from. That's not good for us. You know what I'm saying? Give us like 5 choices, make it balanced to where it's 4. You know what I'm saying? Give us like 4 choices, we cool, you know. But a lot of times when people say that Libras have a hard time making decisions, so it's like, here's an example of my real life. I'm trying to figure out something to wear. One of these days I had to go out somewhere, right? And I picked out my outfit the night before. It's sitting on my chair. Like, it's out, the whole outfit laid out on the chair. Boom. I ain't got nothing to think about. I ain't got nothing to worry about. I know that I need to get it done the night before, so I don't have to waste time trying to find an outfit the day of. So boom, I'm in the house. I'm in the house now for sure. So day of comes, and I'm like, I look at the outfit, and I go to my closet to get like a pair of socks or something I go in there for. And as I'm searching for whatever it was, I don't think it was a pair of socks, but whatever it was that I was searching for, I came across a shirt that I forgot I had. And I'm like, damn. So I pull out the shirt. Now I got to find some pants to go with it. Now I got to get the shoes to go with it. Now I got to get the hat to go with it. Now the outfit that's on my chair is no longer valid. So that's off to the wayside. Now, new. So now I'm like, go in there, go get the hat. The hat completes the fit, right? Go in there, get a hat. I see a hat that I ain't wore in a good little minute. I'm like, but it don't match what I got on. So now I go back in there, get another outfit to match the hat that I just found that now I want to wear that I ain't wore in a while. So as I'm pulling all that out, I pull that out and I pull out these shoes. They not the right color. You know, I could have rocked them, but they really wasn't the right color for what I had on. But I'm like, ooh, but that fits this other thing. I done changed outfits like 4 times. I ended up wearing the 5th thing that I ended up pulling out. So if that's a lack of proper decision making, then so be it. But you know, it's like I got way too many clothes and way too many options. And so that's really what happened. So, and a lot of times we got a million freaking thoughts running through our brain, you know, and we scattered. So we'll be over here and then this will lead to that. And then we go down rabbit holes real fast. You know, we go down rabbit holes real fast and we get lost in rabbit holes. That's why social media is not good for a Libra. We are like your prototypical doom scrollers. Like, I had to come up with a whole system to where I stopped doom scrolling. Like, real rap. All right. But we are like the best friends you'll ever have. Like, Libras are like the best friends you'll ever have, right? Just 100. Like, Libras are some of the best friends you'll ever have. We are extremely loyal. We're loyal to a fault. Trust me. Libras are loyal to a freaking fault. You know, if we could see you about to crash out, we done tried to talk you out of crashing out. We done tried to conflict resolve this whole thing. We done, hey man, we need to go that way because this, that, we done did all that. But then the trouble comes to you, which means it came to us, which means if you go, I go. We know it's a bad choice, but now afterwards, but another thing about Libras, we're not, you know, we don't believe in quitting and the negative thought of, oh, we did this, we about to get arrested. No, we about to go on the run. That's a quitter's way out to say we're about to get arrested. Let me quit. All right, we are conflict averse though. We really do try to avoid conflict, but if you won't let us, if you keep, my mother used to tell me when I was younger, the reason why I got so angry about things is because I had too many buttons and people could just push anywhere on me and it would set me off. So I eliminated a lot of my buttons the older I got, you know. Um, but if you find the button, the crash out will be epic. That's all I'm saying. Uh, if you know, you know. That's all I'm gonna say. All right, moving on. Uh, let me get to this. Let me get to this because it's something else I'm gonna get to, but this is what I really want to get to right now. I've been want to talk about this for a minute, but every time I'm about to talk about it, I would think about something far more serious to talk about. But this is Libra season. Talk about what I want to talk about now. I realize there are a lot of hard hitting stories that I could be covering and have my little mic and be like, tonight on the evening news, water wet. Of course, yeah, I could do that, right? I could talk about, and there's a few things I am going to talk about before the show is up, right? I ain't going to hold you long, you know, but yeah, it's some things I am going to talk about that's in the news, but that's going to wait because I got to talk about this because I've been wanting to talk about this. I can't stand English as a language. It's stupid as hell. And I'm going to tell you why. I'm going to tell you where it began. Don't ask me why. Please don't, because it bothers me. It really bothers me. But it started with knife. Like, for real. It started with the word knife. It started with silent letters. For real. The K, especially. The K, silent letters. I don't know what it is about K silent letters that piss me off so much. They just do. You know, K silent letters irk my whole soul. And knife is the ringleader. So the fact that there's no explanation. Okay, wait. It's the fact that there's just no symmetry. It's just it's frustrating, right? Because the goalpost of English always shifts and turns, and it's not the same. English is dumb as hell, you know. So and they stole a lot of words from everybody else, you know, and implanted in the English language. Man, that's stupid, you know. So okay, so we can start with the K words. Knife, 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 knife. Why'd you add a K? Where'd the K? Why a K? Where'd the K come from? You know, was it a period of time to where the K was actually pronounced? You know, and then it gets to English, and all of a sudden it's silent. It's not silent. We can see the K in the. We can see it. How is it silent if we can see it? You know, so it's silent because you say it's silent. It's silent because you say don't pronounce it. Okay, just hit me. This just in. This is so. This is a word that I never understood. It's not even a word. It's a place. And now that you know it's a place, here's what I'm gonna do. Chat. What is the dumbest sounding state in the United States? Just put it in the chat. What state in the lower 48? What state in the lower 48 when you were in school, you was like, what is pronounced what? That's not what that say. That says this. I'm telling you, most people said it exactly like that. Hold on. I just learned how to pronounce this, and we pronounce this like this. That's not how you pronounce that. Where are you getting that from? I guarantee you, y'all gonna say the same. I promise y'all said the same thing in school. I know y'all. I know I wasn't the only one. I know I wasn't the only one. Please get in the chat and tell me what the dumbest spelled state is based off how it's pronounced. I guarantee you 98% of y'all is gonna get it, because I know I wasn't the only one. I'm gonna read the chats here in a second. I'm gonna let it build up a little bit, and then I'm gonna read some. But let's get back to these K's. So I'm gonna take my knife. I'm gonna go and find a knight that's not a knight, but he's a knight because he rides a horse, right? And he might end up coming across some sheep that is a singular and a pluralization of itself. Yeah, that's right. Sheep is singular and plural. If you're talking about one sheep, you say sheep. If you're talking about 100 sheep, you say sheep. What? Really, English? Really? Deer, same way. You talk about, I saw one cross the tree today. You see one deer, it's a deer. You see 100 deer, it's 100 deer. It's not deers. It's not deers. It's deer. So did you see one deer or 100? I saw deer. And I guess that's the only way you'll know. I saw a deer or I saw some deer. Why it don't get a S? Please tell me why it don't get an S. And then you got the words, all these other words get S's at the end to pluralize it. Deer and sheep don't change nothing. But then you get to mouse. So what's the pluralization of mouse? Mouses. Oh, I know. Mouses. No, it's mice. What? That's a whole new word. That's a whole new word. How you get mice from mouse? Why is it not mouses? I promise you, I could do a whole show on this topic. I'm telling you, that's how stupid this language is. I could do a whole show on how stupid the English language is, how confusing it is. I could do an entire show on how confusing the English language is. Now, let me get to this chat. I bet one of y'all said Arkansas. I knew it. 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 Arkansas. Arkansas is when they talk. I was like, that is not how you get the pronunciation of Arkansas from Arkansas. Please tell me, teacher. Please tell me, teacher, how you got Arkansas. Is that a W at the end? We just learned Kansas. We just learned Kansas. We know how to say the word ark. So it's Arkansas. 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 Where you get Arkansas? That's a hillbilly pronunciation if I ever heard one. Spelling words. Spell witchcraft again. Words like witchcraft, same deal. You know what I'm saying? Like how many different ways can you spell which? Do you know how long it took me to listen? When I was in school, and I was actually a really good speller, right? But you know how long it took me to figure out how to spell Wichita? Wait a minute. Hold on. This ain't even fair no more. You know how long it took me to spell Wichita? So it's which way? The Salem witch trials, you know. Come on, man. It's just English is a stupid language. It's confusing, and I understand why people come to this country find it so difficult to pick up, because English is dumb as hell, right? What else? Because I'm about to get off of this and go to a whole nother topic. And why it ain't gooses, huh? Why it ain't gooses? That's another one. Mouse should be mouses, but it's mice. Goose should be gooses, but it's geese. I be wanting to take my knife and stab somebody in a paradigm. I be wanting to stab people in a paradigm. Paradigm. Come on, man. Paradigm. Paradigm. That's why these kids that be winning the national spelling bee are amazing, because it's crazy. All right, next topic. Let me see. What else would I want to talk about? Oh, yeah. So I got to get on this. Initially, I was like, man, I'm so sick of all these MAGA Trumping, Charlie Kirkin, slack-jawed hillbillies up in my comments, but I mean, I be having fun with them. Hold on. Matter of fact, I need to read some of these. Because listen, so the truth is always gonna be the truth, whether you like it or not. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I don't mean you as in white people, black people, any people, every people. The truth is gonna be the truth, no matter who doesn't like it. And denial of the truth, even mass denial of the truth, doesn't stop it from being the truth. Mass denial of a fact doesn't stop it from being a fact. I don't care how many people tell me that 1 + 1 ain't 2. It is. I don't care how many people tell me that if I throw this pen up in the air, that it ain't gonna fall, because there's no such thing as gravity. Still is. You know, because unless somehow magically you done turned into a Bugs Bunny cartoon, bruh, you gonna fall. You know, but I'm gonna read y'all. I'm gonna read y'all some of the shenanigans that I'll be having to go through. It's a whole trip. Like they be in the chat in my shorts for real. And they go ham. They go all the way ham. We find the one that I was talking about, Charlie Kirk. Where is it? Wait a minute. It might not have been Facebook. I think if it wasn't Facebook, then it had to be TikTok. And it was. And it was. This is taking me way longer than I thought it would to try to find this. Anyway, so I'll find them and read them to you later. But I'm gonna give you the gist of the breakdown. So It was white folks telling me I'm going to hell because Charlie Kirk was a righteous, upright Christian, and I'm like, I've read a page or two of the Bible, you know what I'm saying, and it says stuff about not slandering people, about not being mean people. Like I know it was somewhere in Proverbs, I know somewhere in Proverbs just saying be nice to people. Don't be mean to people. It said it in Proverbs somewhere. You dig? I promise it did. Be kind and tenderhearted to people. It said it in Proverbs. And so they are overlooking the racist, bigoted things that he would say just because. So all he had to do was say, something about coming to Christ, and that just overshadowed all of the ill things he said about Black people and Latino people and people who were so-called immigrants to this country. Newsflash, unless you are for real, you're quote unquote Native Americans or Black, you native to this country too. Just because you came over here and stole and robbed and killed and took everything don't mean you not a foreigner too. You was a foreigner too. You was a immigrant too. If you have Irish background, if you have certain backgrounds, you just became white not too long ago either. Like it wasn't too long ago you just became white. They just accepted you. So I don't know where you getting this from. So there is, because he says what yeah, but he got kind of the balls to get it from Trump. He had the balls to start saying these things because his big buddy gave him the balls to be able to say it. But when you are in denial, and I'm talking about Charlie Kirk was in denial that the things he was saying was not factual, about Black people. I've watched a number of his debates. The man would go around to different colleges and universities just to debate college kids about what they believe, and as if being a right-wing conservative is the end all be all of things. You know what I'm saying? Like, and like I told one of the people in my comments, like, he was like, well, I could tell you're a leftist and you're this and that. Gotcha. I don't like them neither. Gotcha. I don't like neither one of y'all. I don't like the left or the right. I'm not completely conservative. I'm not completely liberal. There are some things I'm conservative about, and there are some things I'm liberal about. But I'm not riding with neither one of y'all because two fangs, same snake. Same snake. It's just Democrat, Republican. Two fangs, same snake. It doesn't matter to me. So they like, well, Charlie Kirk was an upright Christian. Yeah, they said the same thing about the Klan. Said the same thing about the Klan. So either we gotta reestablish, and I think y'all need to reestablish this amongst yourselves, because you gotta remember they said the same thing about the Klan. So there needs to be a reestablishing of what an upright Christian is. Like, give me a better definition, because if Charlie Kirk was it, So I'm going to hell because I'm spitting facts about what he literally said. I'm going to hell because I said what he said. All I did was repeat it. He said that to uphold the Second Amendment rights, to lock in and secure our Second Amendment rights, there may be some people that has to die. So he wanted to be the CEO and not be the client of that particular statement. That's not my fault for bringing it back up. He said it. I didn't. See, what I'm doing is called repeating. That goes back to my elementary school days too. It's like Pete and Repeat was sitting on the fence. Pete fell off, and who was left? Repeat. Pete and Repeat was sitting on the. You feel me? All I did was repeat what he said. I didn't say it. I repeated it. So if I'm wrong for repeating it, he was wrong for saying it. Period. Don't say it if you don't want to be a client. He said he's cool with some people dying for everybody else to be able to maintain their Second Amendment rights. Okay. Karma said game on. So that's what happened, right? But again, just because the MAGA Trumpers, and I specify MAGA Trumpers because I'm not going to put that on everyone who voted for Trump having the same mentality and sensibility and denialism. It's actually a word. Denialism of your MAGA Trumpers, because the MAGA Trumpers and your Charlie Kirkers are they a different breed. They are a different breed. They are the mentally impaired person who doesn't believe that they're mentally impaired. Like you have an illness, you have a disease, and you don't want to admit it. What's the name of that? And a something. It's a condition to where you can have a mental illness and you are in denial. You are in denial of the fact that you have a mental illness. You don't want to accept the truth. And anosognosia. Anosognosia is the word. It's a psychology term, and it means exactly what I just said, right? It's someone with a mental illness that does not want to admit that they have a mental illness. So they lie to themselves, basically. They lie to themselves. Denialism is your MAGA Trumpers and your Charlie Kirkers who don't want to admit that while he may have, spouted his belief in Jesus or Christianity or whatever it was that he said he believed in, that there was also the degradation of Black people. He would degrade Black people, Latinos, and things of that nature, but you want to deny that. That's not true. That's not real. He didn't do that. You play him the video of him saying it. Click. That's fake news. Denialism. Anosognosia. All right. What else? What is it? I made a post. I don't remember what platform it was on. So this is the definition of what I lovingly call fa'afa. So, kind of to piggyback on the last topic. So, Jimmy Kimmel is a beloved late night talk show host. Like, Jimmy Kimmel is this generation's David Letterman. You know what I'm saying? And for some reason, Disney thought because he did, segments on Charlie Kirk. He does segments on the president and didn't get this kind of backlash from the parent company, right? Whatever he said about Charlie Kirk got his whole show canceled. It wasn't even that Jimmy Kimmel got suspended. His entire show was canceled. It wasn't we're gonna still run the Jimmy Kimmel show and we'll just get another guest. We'll say he's on vacation, until he decides to come back on and apologize and blase. They tried to Kevin Hardy, and over the course of the next 4 days, Disney lost $4 billion. Disney lost close to, I'm just rounding up because it was like 390 something, or no, it was 3.9 something billion dollars that Disney lost because by the droves, people start canceling their Disney, Hulu, ESPN subscriptions. People was bailing away from all Disney products. They weren't going to see a Disney movie. They didn't want to watch Disney. Hulu was taking a hit. It got to the point on Hulu to where Hulu was like, hold on, wait a minute. Whoa, wait a minute. You try to unsubscribe to Hulu. They was like, check this out. We'll give you 90 days of Hulu for free for $2.99. Just don't leave. They sounded like Blackstreet. Don't leave. They did not want they had lost so many subscribers during the time frame that Jimmy Kimmel was not on that show talking about Trump and Charlie Kirk. They lost so much business. Close to $4 billion worth spread out. Now, honestly, I didn't read that. I just read about how much Disney lost. Now, I don't know if they were counting like Hulu, ESPN, and all that, or if it was just Disney as a whole, or if it's Disney and all its subsidiaries. But Disney lost close to $4 billion. And what did they do? Who the hell did you see back on TV last night? Jimmy Kimmel. James, we need to talk to you. We were just kidding, buddy. We were just kidding, we were just kidding, we were just joshing. Your seats, it's not gonna get any warmer without you sitting in it. We need you to go sit back in that chair and talk about Trump and try not to talk about Charlie Kirk if you can. No, kind of. You gonna think about? No, you're not gonna think about it. Oh. Okay, $4 billion. Okay, okay, just go. They cracked under the pressure of losing money, right? And that's what happens when you make the people have you fuck around and find out. That's what happens. And that's what happened to Disney. Jimmy Kimmel was on last night. I plan on watching it tonight. Like, after I'm done with this show, wrap everything up, tear everything down, get my little script prepared for, next week. That's just going to be a surprise. So get everything ready for my next show, you know, and then that's that. But yeah, Jimmy Kimmel was back. Now, other than the fact that he was beloved by fans, talking about Jimmy Kimmel, other than the backlash that came from the fans who start, you know, nullifying all their subscriptions, there's one thing that I think Disney forgot or overlooked or, you know, did not firmly take into account. And that thing is that Jimmy Kimmel is still Jewish. Whenever you get done, he's still Jewish. And and Jews got a lot of clout. Let's just keep it a buck. You know what I'm saying? Like, you ain't Jimmy Kimmel was Jewish. Disney ain't that, they ain't got that kind of yank. They ain't got that kind of yank. It was somebody in Disney who's Jewish that was like, all they saw was a doggone dreidel spinning on their desk. That was like a death threat. You better get Jimmy Kimmel back in there. He's going around spinning dreidels on people's desks and whatnot. It's like, if Kimmel is not back in there before the dreidel stops spinning, you stop spinning. You know what I'm saying? It was some crazy Jewish mafia type stuff. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, don't get it twisted. So that's that. Jimmy Kimmel, Charlie Kirk, the backlash on all my social media channels. And so let me end how I began. Do I want to end still talking about how dumb the English language is? I'm gonna get on that because I'm okay. Like, pay very close attention. I for real could do a whole hour-long show on how stupid the English language is. I promise I could. And one day I just might. One day I might be like, you know what? Let me push the world away. I'm going to do a show on how stupid the English language is, and I'm going to prove it. And I guarantee you, a gang of y'all going to believe me and rock with me. I promise. Because you know it's stupid too. These aren't my complaints. I'm just a vessel. Right? All right. Back to your logo Libra. So that's what I'm going to end with. I'm going to end how I began. All right. So yesterday, if you wasn't here in the opening, it is officially Libra season. Shout out to all my Libras once again. Right? Shout out to my September Libras. Shout out to my October Libras. We ain't funking. We ain't beefing. But that's what I want to get to in the end. Why is it that September Libras and October Libras be beefing? Like to say September Libras would be like, well, we the real Libras. And October Libras would be like, nah, we the real Libras. You know what I'm saying? Why is that? Why are we beefing, Libras? Why is September Libras and October Libras beefing? How we get along with everybody else but each other? You know what I'm saying? Like, we get into it with everybody. No, we don't get into it. We peace keep with everybody but each other. And that's our beef. Our beef is who's the real Libra. That's our beef, for real. That's where we're going with it. So but I will admit, there are subtle differences between September Libras and October Libras, right? And I'm gonna keep it a buck. It's October Libras that's about to go. None of us are inherently mean per se. but October Libras are meaner. like, like you'll get it from an October Libra way before you get it from a September Libra. Like we'll avoid you. We'll avoid you. We'll be like, I ain't gonna. Nah. But October Libras, you're gonna get it. You'll get it way faster from an October Libra. They meaner. Ain't no free days of Libra in September. Libra, Virgo stops on the 22nd. Libra starts on the 23rd. The free days you might be talking about is those first 4 or 5 days going into Libra, coming out of Virgo, which is why I said at the beginning, you got some people that you got some Libras that'll catch the tail end of Virgo. So they'll have like sprinklings of Virgo traits, 3 what days? It might be 3 days. I thought it was up to 5, So I thought it was 24th, 25th, 26th, 27th, 28th. It might be 3, but there's a tip. You just put numbers in the chat. What do they mean? 3, 7, 11. See, this is what I be talking about when I'm talking about October Libras. So we are the more communicative ones. September Libras communicate better. October Libras don't communicate as well as September Libras. All of us, and there's another thing, right? And this is something that irritates me about what people say about Libras. I'm gonna say this, double rapid. But right. Yes, it's 7 days of Libra in September, right? But let me see. 24, 25, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, 7 days. 7 days. And then, like I said, you catch the tail end of Virgo in the first like 3 or 4, maybe 5. So yeah, but still, there's subtle differences in September and October Libras. And I'm standing on the fact that October Libras are meaner. No, not meaner, because again, no Libra is really inherently mean, but like when the crash out comes, October Libra is going to crash out more. October Libra is going to crash out quicker than a September Libra. It's just okay, an October Libra will crash out quicker than a September Libra, but a September Libra is going to crash out bigger than an October Libra. Like October Libras will be like, all right, I'm trying to save you. Just go the other way. You know what? Versus September Libras will be like, all right, I'm trying not to trip. You know what? I'm gonna just go that way. Oh, you're following me. Okay. Gauntlet of power. You know what I'm saying? Like the crash out of a September Libra is gonna be epic. It's just not something that you want to see. Anyway. So yeah. I'm probably gonna be talking about Libras for the foreseeable future, because it is now Libra season. Like I've been waiting for September all doggone year. I'll go out and every doggone month. It's Aries season. It's Capricorn season. It's Gemini season. I'll be like, man, when the hell? It ain't September yet. Dang. September need to come on, man. I'm sick of it being everybody else's season but mine. Ain't September yet. This is your first time tuning in, Notoriously Opinionated. Welcome. If you've been rocking with the kid, I've been doing this show for 4 freaking years. Thank you if you've been rocking with me any of those 4 years. I don't even care if you've been around since day 1. If you was around day 2, day 3, day 4, day 5, I don't care. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate you being here. If this is your first time tuning in to Notoriously Opinionated, welcome. If you've been rocking with the kid for however long you've been rocking with the kid, welcome back. I'm being very careful in how I say this, but tune in next time to Notoriously Opinionated. It will be back on a Wednesday at the same notorious time, same notorious station. Until then, I've been Scrap the Film Guru. I appreciate everybody. I appreciate everything. I appreciate y'all rocking with me for the last hour. Keep in mind, I am a professional videographer, professional photographer. If you need an event done, holla at your boy. Hit me in the chat. I do music videos, short films, feature films, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Holla at your boy. It's not Scrap the Film Guru for no reason. It's for a reason. Like, my nickname is just Scrap. That was it. The Film Guru part came as a result of all these doggone black magics I got, you know? So keep that in mind. All right. Shameless plug, but it's my show, so I can plug it however I want. Appreciate y'all. See you next time. Peace. I'm out.